Bedbugs in the United States do not live that long. On average, bedbugs held at room temperature will die within 70 days. But also there are challenges to know how long bedbugs can be in an apartment or house. Most times, due to dehydration, these bedbugs are more likely to die rather from hunger. The female bedbugs lay approximately 200 eggs during her lifespan of more than 1 to 12 eggs per day. The eggs are laid on rough surfaces, then coating with the cement to stick them to the surfaces. Within 6 to 17 days, using the lack of color, the nymphs emerge from the eggs. After 10 weeks, the nymphs reach maturity. The nymphs are smaller and translucent with a whitish yellow color, where the adults, if not fed recently, are long and brown, with a flat oval body, or fed recently, balloon-like brown and more elongated. Behavior of bedbugs can be cryptic, according to some entomologists, which in hindsight means that they live in cracks and crevices hiding. They do not become active at night between the hours of 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. The reasoning behind the timing in this is when the human hosts are in their deepest sleep and the bedbugs like to feed. After feeding, the males are interested in mating. Traumatic insemination is how these bedbugs mate, and the reason it's called traumatic insemination is because the males will, instead of inserting his reproductive organ into the female genitalia, he literally stabs it through her body wall into a specialized organ on her right side called the organ of release, thus leaving scars on the female body in order to have an increased success in producing more eggs compared to multiple stabbings. Most, if not all, bedbugs' impacts on human society are negative. Starting off, they can be described as a public health pest, even though one of the positive impacts is that there is no proof they show transmitted disease, but they cause a negative physical, mental health, and negative economical consequences too. As people have allergies to bedbugs, they can cause allergic reactions which can be severe. While some people have no reaction, some people go into anaphylactic.
So, born with 12 to 24 brothers and sisters, German cockroaches begin their life cycle in their egg stage, also known as the ootheca. The female cockroach carries around the ootheca until she finds somewhere private to set down all the eggs when ready to hatch, although some are likely to hatch from the ootheca while still attached to their mother. Once hatched, the cockroaches begin their nymph stage of the life cycle. While adult cockroaches are more recognizable with their flat features, hard bodies, and dark brown colors, nymphs are gray and mold into flatness over time. It takes 50 to 60 days on average for a nymph to become an adult, so these roaches like to hide in the dark in places to avoid danger. After their final molt, their nymphs start darkening in color and developing wings. While results depend on temperature and moisture, they usually live for about 6 to 15 months. German cockroaches are commonly referred to as scavengers, as they are omnivores that are attracted to almost every food on the pyramid, such as meats, starches, produce, sugars, and even things not on the food pyramid like plastic, cardboard, and soap. The reason why they're able to consume so many different materials is because of their diverse gut microbiome, which serves as a host for several species of microbes. However, according to Kruslanecki, they can go for a month without eating food and are said to be able to withstand a nuclear apocalypse. These cockroaches also emit an odor when excited or frightened. While cockroaches do eat trash and help clean up waste, they also carry numerous diseases and illnesses like salmonella, food poisoning, and E. coli. Cockroaches pick up germs every time they encounter a surface and spread it when scurrying around. In addition, allergy symptoms may worsen in the presence of cockroaches, going so far as to cause asthma attacks.
The German cockroaches are a very interesting insect to study. The cockroaches do help pick up waste. Bedbugs don't even do that. But these cockroaches, one thing you can appreciate the fact is they've been around for 300 million years. But with that, cockroaches, you can bait them and be able to help control them in a sense, be able to help population control of them. The disease the German cockroaches carries are a threat to society and a way for major illnesses to happen. Another factor that can affect the average person is the cost of removal. Some cases it is easy, a one-time treatment, and others could be more hands-on and more extensive. Some prices can range from $534 to $4,167, and even just an inspection itself is $100 to $150. The average person doesn't have that kind of money laying around. So as much as they might not spread, they will spread disease in your wallets.
Bedbugs make my skin crawl just as much as cockroaches, but what sets these two insects apart is their danger level to human health. While some people regard bedbugs as the most dangerous household pest, the fact that they do not carry and spread diseases is something that does differentiate them majorly from cockroaches. Bedbugs are virtually harmless when it comes to diseases and allergies. Therefore, the greater human society is less likely to feel physically ill from a bedbug infestation that they might find inside their home instead. Bedbugs also do not cause destruction throughout the house, as they mainly feed on human flesh and blood, which can be more easily discoverable than cockroaches. It also is going to be easier to detect a bedbug infestation because of the unique bites they leave when feeding on humans. So those markings will alert homeowners that they have an infestation that needs to be taken care of immediately, while cockroaches continue to slip by undetected to be found at a later time.
As much as we can acknowledge the damage that bedbugs do, but also the damage and the nuisance that outweighs the damage. You can always replace a table or a bed easily. You can't replace an organ as easily when you get sick, when a cockroach gets you sick. A lot of damage is done, which can be replaced, but when you're damaging organ and other important parts in your body, there's no comparison between the two. The additional fact of how quickly bedbugs reproduce: a female bedbug can lay between 1 to 7 eggs per day, which can lead to over 200 to 250 eggs in a lifetime. The quicker the reproduction can happen, the quicker the damage can increase in whatever environment they get their hands on. The reproduction patterns allow for situations to get out of hand quicker and be able to infiltrate the environment in more destructive ways. The issues that arise can cause a major issue in the situation, and the rapid nature allows for the more extensive damage that cockroach can't say the same about.
While cockroaches are more visible to see on a physical level, their presence is virtually undetectable otherwise to their odor, which is even sometimes pleasant. In addition, the fact that cockroaches have been around for 300 million years has proved that they are a very adaptable species that has evolved over time to withstand predators, insecticides, and other entities that have tried to eliminate them from existence. Cockroaches are also very expensive to try to remove from a household, which can add even more of a burden into people's lives financially, in addition to the overall health complications that cockroaches bring. Evidence shows that their durability has only grown and will continue to grow over time, thus making the equipment and resources to exterminate them more valuable and more expensive. Insecticides have to be updated consistently in order to match the threat level, but since cockroaches are the Michael Myers of the bug world, it makes them nearly impossible to permanently exterminate them. Their invincibility is now a growing fear that is consuming the public, as they can now withstand insecticides, extreme heat, extreme cold, and starvation.
Bedbugs are important to scientists because of their unusual reproduction behaviors. Based on the reproduction of the males, that shows them to have multiple stabs the males use to reproduce, and the scientific research that was shown when the males stabbed the females more than once, that does increase the reproduction possibility. But also how they are one of the few insects to do reproduction in that sense, physically stabbing their mating partner. So with that in mind, scientists can study them more extensively to be able to be used in research and shown in a different light. The research done also demonstrates the damage that is done in areas we think are going to be safe. Places such as hospitals, nursing homes, offices, and on public transportation, placed in day-to-day life that are affected by these pests. These pests that have influence on our day-to-day life whether we like it or not. The preventative measures are there, but the more research that is done, the more we know to stop these unwanted house guests.
The German cockroaches are important to scientists in the world because of their durability and resistance to diseases and cancers. There are studies in the beginning stages that are linking anti-cancer drugs with the anti-cancer nature of the cockroach's natural gut microbiome, using the microbiome for cancer resistance research that could work wonders in the medical world. German cockroaches are very unique because they also suppress tumor growth, which could help exponentially with cancer research, as well as being used in traditional Chinese medicine. Because the cockroaches themselves cannot be infected with diseases, however, that does not mean that they do not carry them around your home instead. Their foul or pleasant odors can raise concerns of infestation, but a few droppings and deterioration of household items can go by unnoticed for weeks. They are known for their very wide appetites, which means that nothing in your home is safe from a cockroach, making German cockroaches the worst house guests to have unwelcomed in your home. Thank you.